I watch these videos all the time, and they do what they call a First Amendment audit.
Right, he kept saying that.
And all they do is get a rise out of people and try to get us doing something that we shouldn't do. Which it fails every time. Which it fails every time. But if you want to see what these idiots, and I'm going to call him an idiot because that's what they are.
Average Joe Press. We're in Braselton, Georgia. We're gonna walk around the post office, see if we can exercise our First Amendment right. Post office boxes here, not a whole lot.
The videotape in the post office.
What's that now?
You're not allowed to videotape in the post office.
Yes, I am.
Hello? Hello? Hold on.
Okay.
That I haven't committed a crime yet, so
It don't matter.
It's a-
You're not filming inside the post office.
I haven't finished my business yet either, so
Okay, what do you need help with?
help at the counter whenever I get a chance to get up there.
Hey, I'm at the Braselton retail unit. I'm a
Yeah.
manager here. Could you send an officer out there?
What's up, man?
It's not supposed to be filming inside the post office. It's
Yeah.
a federal facility.
I'm at the Braselton retail unit, 5216 Highway 53. Yes, he is.
I'm recording. It doesn't matter
We have a
who's
customer
in
in the
frame.
lobby. He's just not cooperating.
Yeah.
We're taking care of it, sir.
Yes, yes.
So there's a court case out of
Thank you.
the 11th Court of Appeals, Smith
Yes.
versus Cumming,
Yes.
and it gives you explicit right to film
Here, come on, let's just walk in.
all of your government
Thank you very
employees and facilities in the course of their duties.
Thank you.
There's also something on the First Amendment. You're not interested? Okay. Dude, ma'am, you said you were the manager? Have you read the poster
Sir, I'm ready
7?
to talk to you. Thank you.
Have you read the
Excuse me.
poster 7? The rules and
Excuse me.
regulations of
I
the
know
post
what the
office?
rules and regulations are. Thank
Did you read the section about photography?
you. Have a good day. Ma'am, you can come on in.
Did you read that section about the photography? Is that a no? Business is to conduct an inspection of the post office. And that's what I'm doing. And I want to buy me a stamp.
Shay, Jamie's right there, okay? Thank you.
A couple of them. See what's going on out here. So you need to be recording too.
Hello.
I know he has a right to be here, but he doesn't have a right to aggravate my customers. So he's aggravating my customers. So I just want him to leave my premises because he's aggravating my customers. I've already spoke to the inspection service, the OIGs. They've told me.
Are you the manager here?
I am.
Okay, yeah, you have a right to kick him off the property.
Thank you.
No worries.
We'll be taking
Hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, you have, are you the manager?
I am.
Yeah, you have a right to kick him off the property.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what's that now?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey,
Sergeant Bagwell Brownsville.
all right. Are you
So-
you got your body cam on?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Looks like you
What's
do
going on
too.
today, man? Why are you aggravating people?
I'm not aggravating anybody. I came in here, take a look around the post office, do a little inspection of it.
What you
Like
inspecting?
to get, huh?
What are you
The
inspecting?
facility, just checking it out.
For specific purpose?
Well, I've got a purpose, but you know, you can't really divulge all your information all at one time when you're working on a story, you're trying to put pieces together.
They're trespassing you from the property, so I do need to see your ID.
Well, I can't be trespassing unless I've committed a crime. Is that right? Also, I need to be...
No, they have the right to trespass you from the
trespass
property.
warning first, so then you can just escort me off the property.
That's
and
what
that's
we're going to
about
give you,
it.
but we have to have your ID to do so.
No, you actually don't have to have my ID. You can just give me a warning and I can walk away, and that's all as far as it goes.
No, sir,
but again,
that's not the way we do it here in Braselton.
Well, let's not worry about how we do it in Braselton. Let's worry about how we do it, you know, in the rest of the country. But before we're even getting to that point right there, let's circle back around to the fact of what's trying to lead you to that. You're trying to trespass me from public property
That somebody
that's
has
open
a right.
to the public. They have no right to ask me to leave.
They do.
They do not. Not unless I've committed a crime. Are you a sergeant? You're not a sergeant, are you? There you go. Can you get somebody else who's over you or even under you? Maybe one of your subordinates knows it better than you.
No.
I think they might. But they can't ask me to leave public property if I'm here to conduct my business.
What business?
That would be denying me service.
What's your business?
I'm working on a story that I'm trying to put together. I need to get some footage of the inside of post office and how everything's operated in there.
Okay.
And trying to get the footage I need. You do some walk through, you get what you need, you stand back, you get some what's called B-roll. You get some of that stuff taken care of. Mm-hmm. And then also I do actually want to, you know, make a purchase here too. Is why I'm here also to help support the post office. You know, they've been struggling.
Well, it doesn't look like you're supporting. It looks like you're aggravating them.
I'm not aggravating anybody. Y'all are aggravating me now. I could have already got what I needed, made my purchase, and then left.
Well, not true. We got called here because you were aggravating people and you was getting agitated apparently.
So aggravating, what charge is that going to be?
Well, right now it's criminal trespass if you don't give us your ID so we can trespass.
Well, so to trespass me, you got to have
your ID so we can fill out a form.
To trespass me, you got to have a crime committed on the public property.
It's not true.
It is true.
It is not true. If you come on my private property and I tell you...
there you go. That's different.
It is not different.
Your private property.
Okay, who owns this?
The government owns this.
They have the right to tell you to leave.
They are not the government.
She is
the First Amendment gives me the right to be here, standing here, doing what I'm doing today.
And she runs the property and she has the right to tell you to leave.
And I haven't bothered any customers.
Well, that is not true. Otherwise,
I've helped people. In fact, I've opened doors for people as they walked in. I stepped out of line because they got busy.
Hey, start running tags in the parking lot. His face is going to pop up on one of them.
You think so?
Yes, sir.
Sure. And she allowed me like we were in there. And he was just filming us. And I asked him, like, could you not put me on camera once I realized that's what he was doing?
Yeah.
Is that legal?
Yes, but once the property manager or representative tells him to leave, he's got to leave.
He did not leave.
I understand that.
Okay.
He's getting served criminal trespass right now.
Gotcha.
Here, let me explain what he's doing.
Okay.
You can go to YouTube.
Y'all too, didn't y'all? At Braselton?
Yeah, with another officer, but I watch these videos all the time, and they do what they call a First Amendment audit.
Right, he kept saying that.
And all they do is get a rise out of people and try to get us doing something that we shouldn't do, which it fails every time. Here, let me explain what he's doing.
Okay.
You can go to YouTube.
Y'all too, didn't y'all? At Braselton?
Yeah, with another officer, but I watch these videos all the time, and they do what they call a First Amendment audit.
Right, he kept saying that.
And all they do is get a rise out of people and try to get us doing something that we shouldn't do, which it fails every time.
Okay.
But if you want to see what these idiots, and I'm going to call him an idiot because that's what they are. All they do is get a rise out of people and try to get us doing something that we shouldn't do, which it fails every time. But if you want to see what these idiots, and I'm going to call him an idiot because that's what they are. They get on YouTube, they go to different, and this is all over the damn country. They do this at police departments, post offices, places where you or I would go to do business and not record. I mean, you want to come in and do your business and leave, right?
Correct.
These guys are, it's just a pain in the ass person is what it is.
Okay.
But we're going to serve him. Now, he'll probably wind up being on the sidewalk. Good thing is, there ain't no sidewalk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand, but yeah, he's got He can film, but it's an annoyance. Is what it is.
Okay.
Need to put a sign on the windows of every post office in the United States and sheriff's department and everything else that says no video.
Okay.
You know. But yeah,
Well, thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
No, no worries.
Sorry,
Thank you,
guys.
man.
You're welcome.
All right. So I was even opening doors for people. I wasn't finished conducting my business yet.
You know
They
what
started
car he
getting
drove in?
busy.
You know what car he drove up in? Okay. What
I
about
know.
one stamp?
One stamp. That's all I need.
Where do you live at?
I live close enough to where I can get here in a reasonable amount of time.
So is there not a post office where you live at?
There's post office everywhere. What does it matter what post office I go to?
I mean, usually go to the post office closest to where you live at.
I think maybe if I went to a post office someplace else,
I think
you
you're just
know,
up here
I
starting
might have
crap.
gotten better service.
I think you're just up here starting crap.
Think what you want to think, I guess.
No, that's right. You're one of those First Amendment auditors. You're trying to get up here and you're trying to start crap, and it ain't gonna happen. What you say?
So as long as I'm a U.S. citizen, if I was a foreign
If you're a
citizen,
citizen.
if I was a foreign citizen and I came into this country, right, and I bought a candy bar, I have every right to come in here and do the same thing.
To film and aggravate people.
I'm not aggravating anybody. You're aggravating me.
That's not what they said.
They can say whatever the heck they want to say. They could say I was in there dancing on the tables.
Well,
But of course, we know that I wasn't.
Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bar you from the property. If you feel like you need to get an attorney to fight the barring notice, then do what you need to do.
So you're going to trespass me from public property when I haven't committed a crime.
Look, they have the right to keep you off the property.
If I was to be charged with any sort of crime, what crime would you have charged me with today? What would it be?
Disorderly conduct.
Listen to me. Sorry.
What's your name? You ain't got no name tag on, do you?
They
Did you rent that vest? Is that a loaner vest, a rental vest? You don't even have a name on you.
1 second. They've asked us to serve you with criminal trespass. We have to write your name on this paper. That's cordially what I'm asking you to do is for your ID. So I can serve you with criminal trespass warrant.
You're asking me.
Yes.
I
I'm
politely
I'm giving you a lawful
my
order
mouth is so dry.
to provide me with your ID or name for this. Now right now you're obstructing my investigation and my duty.
I'm not instructing anything.
I'm going to ask you one more time or I'm going to place you under arrest for obstruction.
So you're going to arrest me when there's no crime been committed yet?
You're failing to ID yourself to me, which is required by law. When I ask you for ID,
If I've committed a crime, what crime has I committed though?
you're not getting it.
Sovereign citizens, man. They don't think they have to abide by the
I
law.
understand.
I'm not saying I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm here with the same rights
Amendment,
as
whatever
everybody
you wanna
else.
Call yourself, man.
I'm here trying to express my right as everybody else is.
If I walk up to that gentleman right there and ask him
I'm
for his
trying to
ID, he's
express
probably
my
gonna give it to
duty
me.
to serve you with this criminal trespass. That's all it's got to be.
Well, you can
If you
put
ID yourself.
you can put Joe on there. You can put that on there. That's all you got to put on there.
Information.
Yeah, that's
a
false
crime.
name.
How is that? You don't know my name yet, do
In
you?
itself.
Right?
That's because you're failing to give it to us.
If I told you my name was Bagwell, would you have thought that that's a false name? Probably so, right? If I tell you to put Joe on there, do you know if that's a false name or not? No, you don't know anything yet, do you?
That's why I would like to
Okay,
have
so
your
stop
identification.
accusing me of committing a crime when there hasn't been one committed. Stop standing there and trying to put me into a hole that hasn't been dug yet, okay?
So, this is what we're going to do. I do need you to put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for failing to give us your information.
Committing a crime when there hasn't been one committed. Stop standing there and trying to put me into a hole that hasn't been dug yet, okay?
All right. So, this is what we're going to do. I do need you to put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for failing to give us your information.
You know of any wrecks or anything going on the interstate?
I'll take
We've
your
got
stuff.
traffic backed up and people
Take your stuff.
backing up on rail.
We have 2 wrecks that the SO has been out with since,
Okay.
correction, it's now 1 wreck.
We have all
that
reason to
has
do
been
this.
out with since this morning.
All this could have been
Involving the
prevented.
tractor trailer.
It could have been prevented if you would have read the poster in there.
Trailer
Doesn't
portion
matter.
was overturned and there was
They have a
lumber
right.